on we will be able to find such opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Time for questions. Deepak, it's very strange to see you not in the dais, there, right? So you're a move and shaker, right? So you should be here. Without your support, we will not move, right? Okay. So anyway, it's time for questions, and if you have any questions, please do. Yeah, go ahead, please. Somebody will help with the mics. All right. Yeah, no, you should speak with the mic, otherwise it will not be interpreted.
Hello, my name is Olga Kulikova. I'm from Business Russia, and I will speak English because my question is mostly to our Indian colleagues. So, I was listening to the discussion, and it was rather interesting, and mostly things covered were devoted, of course, to startups, but apart from startups, there are a lot of SMEs that are working both in India and in Russia. And as Business Russia is an association of Russian SMEs, there are a lot of companies who are very interested in entering Indian market, but as Sanjeev has told, there is absolute lack of awareness. So from my part, making India more popular to Russian SMEs within Business Russia, we have created a platform that also you were talking about, but our main target is to tell more information about what are the possibilities of the Indian market to the Russians. But it's not enough. So my question is, are there any plans of, Indian government or any associations to increase the awareness of the country's possibilities for startups and SMEs, and to whom shall, for example, me as a person in charge of India from Business Russia address in respect of solving these issues? Thank you.
That person is sitting right behind you. Actually, we realized that in many developed countries, the SME sector is very large. In many of these countries, SMEs constitute almost 99% of the manufacturing sector. So while large companies are able to come and invest in a country like India because they have more resources, the MSMEs don't have that kind of bandwidth. So we have now actually, through our embassies in many countries, we have hired local agencies that are helping the local MSMEs to know more about India's regulations and the possibilities. So some of the proactive embassies of India, they have done this work. We would be very happy, more than happy, to work with your Business Russia, and make SMEs in Russia more aware of Indian possibilities. And Invest India and our Russia desk will do that work. So thank you very much. You have said something that we would very much like to do.
Please, sir.
Hello, my name is Sergey, National Medical Corporation, Moscow. We work, okay, I'll start another one. I heard several times today that one of the first priorities is big data and artificial intelligence. We work a lot with medical data, which is personal data and a lot of sensitive information. What's your strategy about working with personal data and sensitive information? Do you have any priorities? What is the balance between security and benefits that you can get from this point of view?
So we're in the field of health, though we are more in the field of health and fitness. A lot of our companies' investments and time goes into creating AI solutions. In fact, we built a consumer-facing AI nutritionist called Ria, which you can engage with and ask questions like Siri or like a Google Assistant. And I don't think AI and building data-linked solutions is inconsistent with data security. We follow best practices of data security, and we make sure that data privacy is protected. Each consumer's data is never shared with any other consumer or any other partnership member that we have. But still, that data can go on to train models. So, to put it in perspective, we have maybe 500 million foods have been tracked on our platform this year by our consumers who are tracking nutrition on our platform, and 100 million messages have been exchanged between them and their nutritionist. Now, that's a lot of word textual data and a lot of structured data that we have that can go on to train models for what an AI nutritionist can do and solve, right? But that means that all of that is being computer read, machine read, and is being used to simulate good AI solutions around that. But it's completely consistent with keeping data completely private and secure. So AI and machine learning should not be confused with data security and privacy, which are two different things in my view.
Yeah, can I add to that? Can I just add to that? So look, this is an evolving thing in India. We've just had a judgment on the Aadhaar Act, which is like the National Identification Card Act, which defines some limits and some, of what data can be used for, who can use it, and who cannot use it for what, right? There's a Data Privacy Act that is likely to come in sooner or later. It's under discussion. There is also this whole thing of data localization, which is under discussion. So it's an evolving field right now, and we'll get to know in 3 or 4 or 5 years' time what the contours of the landscape are in this.
Okay, so if we are talking about health information, something like Practor.com, situation is the same. So a Russian company can work with the data if it is private and secure.
Look, as of now, I think there are no hard rules here, right? But rules are likely to be formed over the next couple of years, in my opinion. So you can add to that.
Data security is, of course, a very critical concern everywhere. Just now, Government of India had appointed a committee that has given its report. As Minister for Information Technology just mentioned, in the digital economy, and innovation. So, Government of India is going to come out with a regulation, a policy, which is consistent with both. So that fine balancing is being done. The report has come, and we are hoping that in the next few weeks or months, we will have some regulation in place.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm from a university named Chitkara University, Punjab, and I look after 3 business development incubators and tech incubators. My question is for Mr. Yuri. One of our startup is developing responsive e-buy IoT support. And what is the scope of e-transport in Russia? If you look at China, there is a company like Yalu and Liubike, they are doing very well. And what is the scope for Indian startups in e-transport in Russia, if there could be a possible collaboration? I think it's not working.
We do actively look at the e-transport. This one is working. Okay. It's working now. We do actively look at e-transport. We have looked for a manufacturer of electric cars in China. With the potential to use it, we working with the leading Russian companies, Yandex, also on their idea about developing electronic transportation. And I'm sure the India would be an interesting proposition as well, to look at that and just compare to what others are doing around the world. So I'm happy to have a conversation after, and we exchange the details, and then I'll put you in touch with the team that is specifically dealing with the technology within our fund.
That'll be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any more questions? All right, then we should wrap up. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll still think, that this topic is worth exploring, and we will discuss details of this platform, with the interested Russian and Indian parties. Thank you very much for participation, everybody.
You want to Sure. Stop. Stop. Thank you very much. Stop. Sugar, Sure, sure. Sugar. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Stop. Stop. Yeah.
Increase the relationship. We have to do the second step. The first step. The second step will be our. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Здравствуйте.
Спасибо большое.